Yo! Hi guys, I am the Spanish Marchionis and I love food. What's up, y'all? This is the second episode of the Bio Theorem, and today we're going over the legend of the cell. Gasp! Guys, you need to gasp, so gasp please. But I need to first make a joke to annoy my sister while you do that. Okay, so why do trees hate math? Because of logarithms. Haha, I'm so funny. Anyway, you need to know that cells are tiny things that make up every single living thing, ergo, every single organism. Some organisms are smaller than me, and I'm pretty small, but bacteria is smaller, and sometimes it's just one cell that makes up that organism. Those organisms that are made of one cell are unicellular, and if multiple cells make an organism, then it's a multicellular organism. So I hope that's not confusing. Cool? Okay. So let's go into the cell theory. I am a spinach, or at least I think I am. Whatever, not a historian, so therefore I will not discuss how this theory came to be. However, there are 3 things you need to know. 1. Every single organism is made of cells. 2. The cell is the tiniest basic unit of life. 3. The cells come from pre-existing cells. Yeah, this dramatic thing isn't working. Okay, in other words, every single life thing, including me, including you, I hope, we're made of cells and we deal with it. The second thing is that cells make up life. They have structures inside called organelles that help life be sustained. Third, cells come from other cells. See, my sister Square Dot, she plays video games, and the cells that make us up don't spawn out of nowhere like the players or animals in the video games. Speaking of which, Square Dot wanted to know who your favorite Minecraft mob is, so make sure to comment that. Yay, we have our cell. We also have 2 other categories to classify the cells. Other than the multiple and singular cell thing, we have eukaryotic cells and prokaryotic cells. Eukaryotic cells are like that basically new game console or mechanical pencils. And prokaryotic cells are like that old computer model that people don't like or a basic wooden pencil. Eukaryotic cells have organelles, which are structures that help the cell do certain things. These are the only cells that contain a nucleus, which holds DNA, the genetic material of organisms. Prokaryotic cells don't have that. They don't have fancy structures, and they're basic. Regardless, they're still soup's cool. But even though they're different, they do share some common things. They both have ribosomes, cytoplasm, cell membranes, and sometimes a cell wall, depending on which organism's cell you're looking at. Also, we will elaborate these, so please don't panic. In addition, eukaryotic cells make other cells. In a way, like they do this through mitosis, which is basically the cell splitting into 2 cells. It's like that. Like you have like one cell, it then like divides and becomes 2. Also, each organism, depending if it's an animal, plant, etc., it has like a specific cell design. Animal cells appear like roundish, while plant cells appear to be more rectangular. Now it's time for my cell structures. Okay, this dramatic thing still isn't working. Wait, what? Aw, I won't be presenting this anymore. But I shall be here, so don't forget me. Okay, greetings or good morning, afternoon, evening, night, or those pulling all-nighter studying. First up, we have the cell membrane. In simple words, this is a structure of the cell that decides what can go inside it and what can leave. Hence why it's called semi-permeable. It's made of 2 layers of phospholipids, but that's for another time to elaborate. You can think of it like that horrible example with toilet paper that spinach picked out, but you can think of it like a gate. Only certain things can go in and out of the gate, and this helps to keep homeostasis, or like cheesecake. Next up is the cell wall. Spinach! What? Wait, let me do this one. This is like the shield, the knight in shining armor of the cell. Okay, that's like a bit of an exaggeration, but spinach. My bad. The cell wall basically protects the cell. It's not in all cells though. You won't find this in animal cells, but it gives the cell its shape and supports it. You can think of it like a wall or the brick house in which Spinach forgot her keys. Oops. Next up is the cytoplasm, which is basically a jelly-like thing that surrounds the cell's organelles. It basically fills the cell up. You can think of it like am I reading this right? A cheese sandwich? Spinach, what is this example? Okay, you can think of it like a pool, kind of. The pool toys are the cell's organelles and the water's the cytoplasm. What do you mean my example stinks? It does not. Also, there's a pool party. This jam's heavy. Next up is the nucleus. This is a very important structure. It basically tells you whether the cell is eukaryotic or prokaryotic. The nucleus contains DNA, holds the nucleolus, and basically controls what the cell does. If the cell's functions were actual people, then the nucleus would be their leader. Speaking of leadership, vote to me as your chef. Wait, this is the wrong event. Ah! Next up, we have vacuole. I don't know what recording this is. Oh, wait, I'm not supposed to say that. Spinach! Cut. Okay, now we have our vacuole. These are structures only in our eukaryotic cell buddies. Ooh, you should tell them about the cell buddies ghost. Oh, wait, I need snacks for that. Anyways, the vacuole basically holds substances and is small in animal cells but large in plant cells, hence why it's called the central vacuole. The vacuole is also responsible for the turgor pressure. Basically what that means is if there's more water in the vacuole in plant cells, that's going to make the plant cells more firm, but if there's less water, then that's going to cause the plant to wilt. Y'all want to try my chocolates? Oh wait, never mind. Insert dramatic sigh. Next up is the lysosome. It reminds me of Lysol. Lysosomes are kind of the inner protectors slash cleaners of the cell. They can help protect the cell by taking the waste out. They're like the garbage truck or the police. Spanish Marchiones, get back with the samosas. Wait, I have to go get ready. Next up, we have the endoplasmic reticulum. This is an organelle that moves substances inside the cell. There are two kinds. You have the smooth, which helps cleanse, while the rough endoplasmic reticulum contains ribosomes, which make proteins. Who made this list? None of the food items match. Oh wait, it's time to travel. I have to become a chef. Next up, we have the Golgi body or Golgi apparatus. This is basically a folded organelle that you might have heard packages, and that's what it does. It basically sends out substances out of the cell, kind of like exporting them. You can think of it like that, or Spinach, did you say airport security? Anyone like Legos or building blocks? Now we're in international waters. Spinach. Hey y'all, it's Spinach Marchiones. I'm right now in the veggie hemisphere, and today's we're cooking kitchen organelles, figuratively. Yeah. Next up, we have our ribosome. Ribosome. It's very fun to say. You should try it. These structures basically make proteins, hence why it's called protein synthesis, and with proteins, these biomolecules benefit an organism. One way this is done is through translation, which is for another time, but basically it's like by reading some genetic material, the ribosome can make amino acids, which make up protein. So, in other words, just remember ribosome making protein, which is really important. Okay, I got orders for Viscount Turnip, Countess Dragonfruit, Duchess Mushroom, and Baron Honeydew. Yeah, because I better hurry. Next up, I got mitochondria, the powerhouse of the cell, everyone. Yeah, these organelles make ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Yes, but don't bore them. A carbohydrate that's basically energy. What was it again? Adenosine triphosphate. Yeah, that helps with cell transport. So make sure you remember that. And basically, mitochondria takes the product slash results of photosynthesis and makes ATP. You can think of it like a battery or an energy drink because they power and give energy and stuff. Yeah. Okay, color warning. Ooh, yeah. Chloroplast! That's me! Spinach. Sorry, not professional. Chloroplasts basically do photosynthesis. They take sunlight and water, carbon dioxide, all that good stuff, to make glucose, a sugar, aka a carbohydrate. It's like a solar panel. Speaking of which, what if we cooked a glow-in-the-dark food? She's gone! Oh, I have to catch my flight back, guys. Okay, before she comes back, make sure you know the cell theory, organelles, functions, eukaryotic versus prokaryotic, unicellular versus multicellular, and cells how they look. I love you all so much. See you later. Bye again. What did I miss? Oh, episode finished. Well, this is the second episode of the Biotheorem. We specialize in biology, algebra, and geometry. Stay tuned for more videos and shorts. See you soon.